microphone. An example of a horrific comedy show. There's a mic, but it does not work. And then there's no microphone. Good evening.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, good. Welcome to the Actors Temple. I won't ask for any more money, I promise. What's this Hunger Games? What is this Hunger Games? I don't know what it is. All I know is when I'm hungry, it's no game. I'm glad it's cooler outside. Best thing about a hot day in New York City is beautiful women walking around in tank tops and short shorts. The worst part, guys like me walking around in tank tops and short shorts. I'm so fat, I'm beside myself. You know, when you're not fit, things fit not. It's true, even as a kid, I remember one Halloween, I wanted to be a skeleton. Only skeletons don't come in husky. For me to go trick-or-treating, my grandmother had to sew my skeleton costume onto my white thermal underwear. So me and my friends, we go trick-or-treating, get to the first door, and the guy comes out to give us candy. Hey, it's Superman. Hey, it's Frankenstein. Hey, it's a fat boy in his underwear. Last Halloween, I ran out of candy. Kids came to the door, I had nothing for them. So I gave out takeout packs of sugar, which is candy in its purest form. When those ran out, I gave out takeout packs of salt, pepper, soy sauce, duck sauce, hot mustard. I cleaned out that little shelf in my refrigerator. And did you know that 8 creamers make a glass of milk? Did you know that? My father taught me that. So my father was always very proud of me. Anytime I would, this mic doesn't go on. Oh, you know, we switched it, didn't we? Hold on. Ah, you see, it's good I was here at 5 o'clock to do this mic check, wasn't it? As I said, things, that's good. Can you hear me still? Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful. It's a mitzvah, isn't it? And it's a mitzvah that you're here. Give yourselves a hand. It truly is. You know, we helped fix the ceiling. I used to say, your money is going to help fix the ceiling because there were tiles that were coming down. And say, sir, I would move if I were you. But now you can sit here without fear. Isn't that a good thing? And do we have Joe Franklin in the room? Joe Franklin's here. Joe Franklin. Joe Franklin had the most eclectic show. Do you remember his show about 1 in the morning? It would be, most shows would introduce a guest, and the guest would come out. Joe would just throw the guests on the couch. The show would open, there was Joe with your desk, right, Joe? And on your right would be an easy chair. And in that chair could be Nazi hunter Simon Wiesenthal, right? He's sitting there. Next to him is Joey Ramone of the Ramones. Next to him is Bing Crosby. And then from Bewitched is Alice Ghostly. They're all on the same couch. And Joe, you would ask questions, as many as you could, about Nazis hiding in Argentina or whatever, to whatever. And then you'd say to Simon Wiesenthal, the historic Nazi war criminal hunter, I'd say, so what do you think of Joey Ramone? And he would go, well, I don't know. Is he German? I don't know. Joey Ramone. You know, it was unbelievable. Let's hear it for Joe Franklin again. So we don't know when Joe's going to go up. Joe's going to give me the finger, a nice one, I hope. And, you know, I'll know when to bring him up, you know, so. But Joe was, you know, my father turned me on to your show because he, you know, he had insomnia. Joe Franklin was the insomniac's best friend, I got to tell you. And my father was always very proud of me. Anytime I bring a girl home to dinner, he'd always say the same thing. My son's a comedian because he was conceived in the Catskills. And then my dad, who was not a comedian, would go into his act. You know, I'm a Jewish Indian. Maybe you heard of my tribe, the Sosumi? My real name is Dances with Bagels, son of Running with Coupons. Recently, I was on the reservation talking to Big Chief Rosenblatt when a beautiful girl walked by, and the chief said, "Chance." Another gorgeous girl walked by, and the chief said, "Chance." Then a third gorgeous girl walked by, and the chief said, "Chance." So I turned to the chief and I said, "Chief, I thought Indians said how." And the chief said, "Me no how, me want chance." Here's another one from the reservation. 2 bumblebees are flying from the beehive. One bumblebee turns to the other bumblebee and says, "I gotta go back to the beehive. I forgot my yarmulke." The other bumblebee asks, "What do you need your yarmulke for?" And the bumblebee replies, "Without my yarmulke, I might be taken for a wasp." These were my father's jokes. And still I got into comedy, can you believe that? And you see there Joey Lewis, there's a memorial for him. He's the only one that was lit. We turned them all out, but Joey Lewis reigned supreme there. When you get a chance on your way out, look at some of the memorials. You see Al Kelly, who was a great uncle of mine, double talk giant. Velvel B. Velvel, do you know who Velvel B. Velvel was? William B. Williams, Smith and Dale, they're side by side, they're over there. Jack Benny, et cetera, and so forth. You'll see later, you'll see later. I was actually brought up an Orthodox Jew. I went to yeshiva. Yeshiva, for those of you who don't know, that's a Jewish Catholic school. There I studied Hebrew and I was terrible at it. I mean, to me it all looked backwards. I think I'm Yitzlexic. My best friend Gino gave this to me. It's my birthday tomorrow, by the way, kids. It's my birthday. We've been friends since I was like 13 or 14. This is a Jackie Gleason fan club pin. I don't know if you can see it. You can give it a peruse later, you know. But he once took me to a midnight mass. Has anyone ever been to a Christmas mass, a midnight mass? So I was there, you know, enjoying the show. Right? When all of a sudden this boy comes down the aisle, you know, with the incest. Incest, right? He's going down the aisle with the incest, right? And I'm wondering, what is the incest for when my throat gets real dry and I start coughing, and my eyes start to tear, and I'm crying, and then I'm sneezing, coughing, crying? It was then I realized what the incest is for. It's to flesh out the Jews. I think I'll do some impressions for you kids.